Hello, everyone, and welcome to English Pod. My name is Marco.
And my name is Catherine, and today we're going on a little driving lesson.
That's right, we're going to learn how to drive, but not only how to drive, but all the vocabulary and words associated to this activity. So why don't we listen to this dialogue for the first time, and we'll be back to explain it.
Okay, I'm ready for my driving lesson. Should I start the car?
Hold on there, Fittipaldi. First, let's go over things one more time. Now, before you even think of starting the car, make sure your seat is at a comfortable position and you can grip the steering wheel firmly. Next, check your rear view mirrors to make sure you can see properly.
We've been through this a million times. Let's get going already. I'm ready.
Fine. Start the car. Okay, now gently step on the clutch and shift to first gear. Good. Now accelerate gently and let go of the clutch as you do it. There we go. Good.
I'm doing it. I'm driving. This is awesome. Let's turn some music on.
Keep your eyes on the road. No music. We are coming up to a red light. Step on the brakes. What are you doing? I said the brakes. Look out for those people. Get off the sidewalk.
Get out of my way. Oh, this is just like playing video games.
It's the police. Pull over.
They'll never take me alive.
All right, great. So it's a great driving lesson, just like the video games.
Well, hopefully not like video games. We don't want to hurt anyone. But that comes a little bit later. First, let's check out some of these very important phrases in today's language takeaway.
Language takeaway.
All right, so on language takeaway, we have 5 words for you today, starting with the first one, the steering wheel.
Okay, steering wheel. So this comes from the fact that we have a wheel that we use to turn the car left and right. Mm-hmm. And so that's called to steer, to change the direction of something.
So the verb to steer is to take it left or right.
Exactly. So steering wheel is the instrument that we use to change the car's direction.
Very good. And apart from this instrument, also in order to look to other cars that are behind you, you would look at your rear view mirror.
Great. So rear view mirror. This is a mirror that you have in front of you in the middle of the car, and you look at this mirror to find out if there are cars behind you. So it's a rear view. That means you're looking at the back. Rear means back or behind.
What about the mirrors that are on the side of the car, on the doors?
Those are called side view mirrors.
Side view mirrors.
Very literal. Mm-hmm.
Okay, very good. And well, moving on, he was instructing her on how to drive, and he said, step on the clutch.
Well, this is an important word for those of you who are driving manual cars. That means that you have to control the way that the gas goes into the engine by yourself. Mm-hmm. And so a clutch is a pedal. It's the third pedal on the left, and you push this pedal to change gears. Okay, so some cars, they don't have this. For those of you who don't worry about it. But if you do, a clutch is on the far left. It's the third pedal. Okay, so this is for a manual car, manual transmission car, because many people have automatics where you just accelerate and the car automatically changes gears. Exactly. And so a lot of Europeans drive manual cars and have this clutch.
Okay, so you step on the clutch, and in order to change gear, you say to shift into first gear.
That's right, because if you're driving, you know that you can't go from first to fifth gear, right? Mm-hmm. There's 4 or 5 gears. And so you have to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have to go in order. So we're shifting. We're moving up or we're moving down. So that's called to shift.
All right, to shift. And now in the dialogue, we heard to shift into first gear. So that's what it's called.
Exactly. And so normally the car starts in N, neutral. That was when you're at a brake, you're to stop. And if you want to start the car, you have to shift to first gear. And that's the lowest. That's going to help the car go.
Okay, so to shift into first gear. Awesome vocabulary. I think this is really useful, especially because it's very specific, so you don't really see it very often in anywhere, but sometimes you need to use it.
That's right. And it's especially useful if you're trying to teach someone
How to drive.
Yeah, because not everyone knows how to drive manual.
Exactly. So why don't we listen to the dialogue again, and we'll be back to explain Fluency Builder.
Okay, I'm ready for my driving lesson. Should I start the car?
Hold on there, Fittipaldi. First, let's go over things one more time. Now, before you even think of starting the car, make sure your seat is at a comfortable position and you can grip the steering wheel firmly. Next, check your rear view mirrors to make sure you can see properly.
We've been through this a million times. Let's get going already. I'm ready.
Fine. Start the car. Okay, now gently step on the clutch and shift to first gear. Good. Now accelerate gently and let go of the clutch as you do it. There we go. Good.
I'm doing it. I'm driving. This is awesome. Let's turn some music on.
Keep your eyes on the road. No music. We are coming up to a red light. Step on the brakes. What are you doing? I said the brakes. Look out for those people. Get off the sidewalk.
Get out of my way. Oh, this is just like playing video games.
It's the police. Pull over.
They'll never take me alive.
All right, we're back. So now why don't we take a look at 4 key phrases in Fluency Builder.
Fluency Builder.
Well, the first phrase is maybe the most important when driving. It's the first thing you do. You start the car.
All right, so you don't say you turn on the car, right?
No, so you put the key in the ignition and you start the car. That means you turn it on.
What about when you want to turn off the car, turn the car off? You say stop the engine.
Stop the car.
Stop the car. Stop
Yeah,
the
engine.
Stop the engine, right? All right, very good. Moving on, our next phrase is a million times. Why is this a phrase, a million times? It's pretty literal, right?
We've been through this a million times. Well, no, it's not literal. Otherwise, I think I might kill the person, because a million times means that we've had this same conversation many times. But you can't actually have it a million times. That's way too many.
So it's an exaggeration.
Yeah, it's a way to say a lot. So
A lot.
I've heard him say this a million times.
I've heard this story a million times.
Or I've done this. I've turned the car on a million times.
Okay, awesome. And now, well, they were driving and they heard a police siren and the guy told her to pull over.
Okay, so this is a very common car phrase again, especially when you're dealing with the police. So to pull over means to slow the car down and to stop it on the side of the road. Mm-hmm. So you could hear a policeman say, pull over. So pull over your car. That means slow down and stop the car on the side. Because obviously you can't stop in the middle of the road.
Right. So sometimes your mobile phone will ring as well, and you don't have a hands-free, so you have to pull over to the side so you can pick up the phone, usually, right?
Exactly. Or you could say, hey, Mom, could you pull over? I have to use the restroom.
Exactly. Awesome. All right, and our last phrase for today is to take me alive, to take someone alive.
They'll never take me alive.
All right.
That's what the character says. And so this is a phrase that we use when we're talking about people who are running away from the law. Mm-hmm. So he says, they'll never capture me. And if they do, I'll be dead. So he's saying either I run free or I die.
All right. So to take someone alive is basically that. But is it literal? Would you say?
No, this is not literal. He's saying they'll never catch me.
Okay, very good. All right, so that's all the phrases we have for today. Why don't we listen to this dialogue for the last time, and we'll be back.
Okay, I'm ready for my driving lesson. Should I start the car?
Hold on there, Fittipaldi. First, let's go over things one more time. Now, before you even think of starting the car, make sure your seat is at a comfortable position and you can grip the steering wheel firmly. Next, check your rear view mirrors to make sure you can see properly.
We've been through this a million times. Let's get going already. I'm ready.
Fine. Start the car. Okay, now gently step on the clutch and shift to first gear. Good. Now accelerate gently and let go of the clutch as you do it. There we go. Good.
I'm doing it. I'm driving. This is awesome. Let's turn some music on.
Keep your eyes on the road. No music. We are coming up to a red light. Step on the brakes. What are you doing? I said the brakes. Look out for those people. Get off the sidewalk.
Get out of my way! Oh, this is just like playing video games.
It's the police. Pull over.
They'll never take me alive!
All right, we're back. So driving now, this is interesting because as you mentioned, a lot of people in America usually have automatic transmissions, whereas in Europe, maybe they have manual transmissions.
Exactly.
Is there a reason for that, do you think?
I'm not sure what the reason would be. I think a lot of American car makers manufacture more automatic cars in general. Some people say that it's because people in America are less concerned with gas. But if you have a manual transmission, you can actually conserve a bit of gas. And so because gas prices in Europe are higher generally, more people are interested in having manual transmissions.
Also, I remember when I was younger, my dad always bought cars that had a manual transmission because he said that if ever they break down, it's much easier and cheaper to fix a car that has a manual transmission than it is to fix an automatic one.
That's right. Well, and I personally think that it's better to learn how to drive on a manual transmission car because you can drive any car afterwards. But if you learn an automatic, you'll never know how to drive a manual.
There was also a case on television recently about a small child that actually the dialogue is based on it is he took his dad's car and he was like 7 years old and he was driving and was being chased by the police.
No way.
And then he pulled into his house and got out of the car and ran into the house. So obviously he was an underage driver, but he didn't get into much trouble. But it was interesting because he drove very, very well.
That's unbelievable.
And basically almost learned it by game simulators, by video games, on how you drive on a video game.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
well, NASCAR, here he comes.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. And you?
I'm doing well too. So today we are going to talk about something many people want to learn, how to drive.
Yes, learning how to drive is a big step in life. It gives you freedom. You can go to work, school, or travel to new places. But learning to drive is not easy for everyone.
That's true. At the beginning, many people feel nervous. They worry about the road, the cars, and all the rules. But with practice and time, it becomes easier.
Exactly. The first thing most people do is take a driving course. There are schools that teach you how to drive safely. A teacher sits next to you and helps you understand what to do.
And before you drive a real car, it's important to learn the signs and traffic rules. For example, what does a red light mean? When do you stop? When can you go?
That's right. Many places give a test on these rules. It's called a written test or theory test. You need to pass this test before you can take the road test.
The road test is when you drive with a test officer. The officer watches how you drive. If you do well, you get your driver's license.
And that license means you are ready to drive by yourself. But even after you get it, you must still be careful. Driving is a big responsibility.
Yes, because when you drive, you are not only taking care of yourself. You are also thinking about other people, people walking, people riding bikes, and other drivers.
Sometimes new drivers are afraid of busy roads or big highways. That's normal. You don't have to start with those. You can start in a quiet place, like an empty parking lot.
Good idea. In a quiet place, you can practice starting the car, stopping, turning, and parking. These are small steps, but they help a lot.
And it's okay to make mistakes. Everyone makes mistakes when learning. What's important is to stay calm and try again.
Also, it's better not to drive when you are tired or angry. You need to be focused and in a good mood when driving.
Yes, and another important thing is using mirrors. You should always look around and check your mirrors before you change direction.
And don't forget the seatbelt. It's a simple thing, but it can save your life.
Some people also get scared of driving in the rain or at night. Those are special conditions, and it's good to practice them slowly with someone you trust.
That's smart. When I was learning, I used to drive early in the morning when there was less traffic. It helped me build confidence.
Confidence is important. The more you drive, the better you get. But always stay safe and don't rush.
Driving is not about being fast. It's about being smart, careful, and kind on the road.
Yes, being kind on the road means letting others go first sometimes. If someone is trying to change lanes, you can slow down and let them in. Small things like that make driving better for everyone.
I agree. Also, using signals is part of being a kind and careful driver. When you want to turn or change lanes, you need to show others by using your signal. It tells people what you are going to do.
And staying calm is very important. Sometimes other drivers do something wrong or go too fast. It can make you feel angry, but it's better to stay calm and not fight back.
Yes, driving angry is never a good idea. You have to stay in control, even if others are not driving well. Just let them go and focus on your own driving.
When you drive, you also have to think about things like fuel, car lights, and tires. Before a long trip, it's smart to check these things. Make sure you have enough gas and that everything works.
It's also a good idea to know what all the warning lights on the car mean. Sometimes a light on the dashboard will come on, and it tells you if there's a problem. If you don't understand it, you can ask someone or check the car manual.
Many people today use GPS to help them find places. It's very useful, but you still need to know how to follow road signs and maps in case the GPS stops working.
That's true. Technology is great, but your brain is the best tool when driving. You have to always think ahead, watch the road, and be ready for anything.
I remember the first time I drove in a city. There were many cars, lights, people crossing the road. It was a little scary, but I drove slowly and stayed in one lane, and that helped me feel okay.
City driving is different from country roads. In the city, there is more traffic and you stop often. On country roads, it's usually more open, but you have to watch for animals or sharp turns.
Different places need different driving skills. In some countries, people drive on the other side of the road. So if you travel, it's good to learn how people drive in that place.
And sometimes the weather changes the way we drive. For example, if it's snowing, the road can be slippery. You have to drive slowly and leave space between your car and others.
Rain, snow, fog, or even strong sun can make it hard to see. That's why it's important to always clean your windows, use your lights, and wear sunglasses if the sun is too bright.
Another thing many learners forget is checking blind spots. These are the areas you can't see in the mirrors. You need to turn your head quickly to check before turning or changing lanes.
Yes, blind spots are dangerous if you don't check them. It only takes a second, but it can stop an accident from happening.
The more we talk about driving, the more I remember how much there is to learn. But it's okay to take your time. Everyone learns at their own speed.
And practice is the key. The more you sit behind the wheel, the more comfortable you feel. Even short drives help build your skill.
When I was learning, parking was one of the hardest things for me. I didn't understand how to turn the wheel the right way. It took many tries to get it right.
Yes, parking can be tricky, especially parallel parking. You need to practice it again and again to feel confident. It helps to look at the lines on the road and use your mirrors.
Now I understand that slow and careful movements are best. If you go too fast while parking, it's easy to make a mistake. Taking your time helps you stay in control.
Another thing people forget is to use the handbrake after parking, especially on a hill. It stops the car from moving when it's not supposed to.
And when you're driving, using the mirrors often is very important. You should always check what's behind and beside you. Mirrors help you see what's around your car.
I always check my mirrors before I stop or turn.
It becomes a habit after a while. You don't even think about it. You just do it.
Some people feel nervous during driving tests. But the test is there to make sure you are safe. It's not about being perfect. It's about showing you can drive carefully.
The test officer is just watching to see if you follow the rules. If you make a small mistake, it's okay. Just stay calm and keep going.
Learning how to drive is not just about the car. It's also about how you feel. Some days you feel strong and some days you feel unsure. But you still get in the car and try again.
That's how we grow. Driving teaches us more than just using a wheel and pedals. It teaches us about patience, courage, and paying attention.
I remember the first time I drove alone. I felt nervous but proud. It was a short trip, but it gave me confidence. After that, I knew I could do it.
The first time driving alone is always special. You feel free and also a little scared. But when you finish the trip safely, it's the best feeling.
Over time, you begin to enjoy the road more. You learn to relax, listen to music, or just enjoy the view while driving.
Yes, but you should never forget to stay focused. Even when you feel relaxed, your eyes and mind must stay on the road. A small mistake can be dangerous.
Being focused doesn't mean you have to be afraid. It just means you are paying attention and making good choices while driving.
And if you don't know something, it's okay to ask. Maybe a friend or teacher can help you, or you can watch videos or read about it.
There are also driving schools that help a lot. They teach you everything step by step. You learn in a safe car with someone who knows how to teach.
Some people ask their parents or family to help them learn. That's good too, but it's important that the teacher is calm and knows how to explain.
One thing many new drivers forget is to check the weather before they drive. Rain or snow can make the road slippery. You need to be more careful in bad weather.
Driving in the rain was scary for me at first. The car moved a little when I stopped too fast. I learned to slow down early and leave more space between cars.
I had the same problem. The car feels different in the rain. Everything takes longer, stopping, turning, and even seeing clearly.
That's why the wipers are so important. If your windshield is dirty or full of water, you can't see. Always make sure your wipers work well before you drive.
Another thing is driving at night. Some people don't like it because it's dark and harder to see signs and other cars. Good headlights help a lot.
And it's important not to look straight at the lights from other cars. That can hurt your eyes or make it hard to see the road.
I always slow down a little at night. There might be animals or people walking and you need more time to stop.
Some people listen to music while driving. That's okay, but not too loud. You still need to hear the sounds around you, like sirens or car horns.
I also like listening to quiet music. It helps me stay calm, especially in traffic. But I never look at my phone while driving. That's very dangerous.
Using a phone while driving is a big problem. Even a short look away from the road can lead to an accident. It's better to stop the car if you need to check something.
Learning how to drive is not just about passing the test. It's about becoming a safe driver every day. That takes practice and care.
Even experienced drivers make mistakes. The important thing is to learn from them and always try to do better next time.
And if someone drives too fast or too close behind you, don't get angry. Just stay calm and let them pass. You don't need to race anyone.
Staying calm is part of being a good driver. You can't control what others do, but you can control how you drive.
I used to feel nervous when I saw big trucks or buses on the road. But then I learned to give them space. They move slower, but they're very big.
Yes, large vehicles need more room to turn or stop. Giving them space is safer for everyone.
Some people think driving is only about moving the car, but it's much more than that. It's about staying safe, thinking ahead, and being kind to others on the road. The more we drive, the more we learn. But even after many years, it's still important to follow the rules and keep learning.
I agree. Driving teaches us about responsibility. When you drive, you are not just taking care of yourself, but also the people around you. A small mistake can hurt someone. So we must always stay careful and focused.
It's normal to feel nervous in the beginning. Everyone does. But with time and practice, it becomes easier. You start to feel more confident and you learn how to handle different situations.
And if you don't know something, it's okay to ask. Asking for help doesn't mean you're weak. It means you care about learning and doing things the right way. That's how good drivers are made.
Today we talked about many things: learning how to drive, staying safe, practicing, and being calm. We also shared our own feelings and stories, because we know learning is not just about facts, but also about real life.
We hope this podcast helped you learn some new words and ideas. More than that, we hope it gave you some confidence, and maybe even a little smile.
Thank you so much for listening to us. We really enjoyed talking with you and sharing this topic. If you like this podcast, please press the like button.
And don't forget to leave a comment below.
Tell us what you think, or share your story about learning how to drive. We would love to hear from you.
Also, please share this podcast with your friends and family. Maybe they are learning English too, and this can help them.
Keep learning, keep practicing, and always drive safely.
Discover an inspiring story about learning to drive, packed with motivation, real-life lessons, and useful English expressions. Perfect for anyone who wants to improve their English while enjoying a powerful story. Hi, welcome. Are you ready to listen to our story? Today, I want to take you on a journey about learning how to drive a moment in life that feels like freedom, challenge, and discovery all at the same time. The first time you sit in the driver's seat, everything feels new. The steering wheel, the pedals, the mirrors, even the smell of the car. It's not just about moving the car forward, it's about learning a whole new language of signs, rules, and actions. Think about it. Before you even start the engine, there are simple but powerful lessons. You must adjust your seat so your feet can reach the pedals easily. You grip the steering wheel firmly. This word grip is useful not only for driving, but also in life. It means to hold something strongly. You check your mirrors, both rear view and side mirrors, because driving is not only about looking forward, but also about being aware of what's happening around you. That is a life lesson too. Awareness keeps you safe. When the engine starts, your heart beats faster. For many learners, this is a mix of excitement and fear. The car feels powerful, and you wonder, can I really control it? This is where practice becomes your best teacher. You learn step by step, pressing the clutch, shifting into first gear, slowly releasing the pedal, and feeling the car begin to move. At first, you might stall, but every mistake is a lesson. In English, we say, practice makes perfect. This phrase is true on the road and in language learning too. The road ahead is more than asphalt and lines. It is a test of patience, courage, and focus. You discover that driving is not about being fast, it is about being smart, careful, and responsible. Each move you make affects not only you, but also everyone else on the road. The pedestrians on the sidewalk, the cyclists beside you, and the cars behind you. Driving teaches you to think beyond yourself. Every learner feels nervous at the beginning, but nerves are part of growth. If your hands shake a little on the steering wheel, that's okay. With time, your grip becomes steady and your mind becomes calm. Just like in life, the start may be shaky, but the journey leads to confidence. And in both driving and English, the secret is the same. Don't give up, keep practicing, and every day you get better. Learning how to drive is not only about the car, it's about rules, habits, and safety. One of the first lessons every new driver must learn is the meaning of traffic signs. A red light means stop, a green light means go, and a yellow light means slow down and prepare to stop. These simple signals guide millions of people every day. They also teach us discipline. Following rules is not about limiting freedom, it's about protecting lives. Before driving on real roads, many teachers suggest starting in a quiet place like an empty parking lot. This is a safe space where you can practice starting the engine, stopping smoothly, and turning the wheel. Each action builds confidence. You might stall the car or press the brake too hard, but that's normal. In fact, making mistakes is part of the process. In English, we often say trial and error. It means you try, you fail, and you try again until you succeed. Mirrors become your best friends in driving. You have the rearview mirror in the middle and the side mirrors on the doors. Together, they help you see not only what is ahead, but also what is beside and behind you. A useful expression in English is to keep an eye on something. When you drive, you keep an eye on your mirrors, your speed, and the road. This habit makes you a safer and more confident driver. Another powerful lesson is the seatbelt. It may look simple, just a strap across your chest, but it can save your life in an accident. Putting on a seatbelt should become automatic, like breathing. This habit is also a reminder of responsibility. When you drive, you are not only protecting yourself, but also others who share the road with you. Many learners feel nervous about traffic, especially on busy streets or highways. That's why it's smart to start small, then slowly move to bigger challenges. Just as in learning English, you don't start with long novels, you begin with short sentences, simple words, and grow step by step. The road teaches us patience, and patience always leads to progress. Driving also teaches us how to manage our emotions. Many new drivers feel anxious when the road gets crowded or when a big truck appears in the mirror. Your heart races, your hands grip the wheel tighter, and sometimes fear makes you overreact. The secret is to stay calm. In English, we say keep your cool, which means control your emotions even when things feel stressful. On the road, calm thinking keeps you safe. Another key lesson is learning to use signals. A small light on your car tells others if you want to turn left, turn right, or change lanes. Using signals is more than just a rule, it's a way of showing respect. You're saying to other drivers, I care about your safety too. In life, clear communication is just as important. Signals remind us that other people cannot read our minds. We need to show them our intentions. One challenge for many beginners is learning about blind spots. These are the areas you cannot see in your mirrors. The only way to check them is to quickly turn your head before moving. This 1 second can prevent a serious accident. Blind spots teach us another life lesson. Sometimes we don't see the whole picture. Before making big decisions, we should check our blind spots in life too by asking questions and thinking carefully. Driving in special conditions, like rain or night, also teaches patience and skill. When the road is wet, the car needs more time to stop. At night, the lights from other cars can make it hard to see. That's why slowing down is wise. In English, we have the phrase, better safe than sorry. It means it is always better to be careful now than to regret later. Every kilometer you drive builds your confidence. At first, even a short trip feels like a victory. With practice, you begin to relax, listen to music softly, or enjoy the view outside while staying focused. Driving becomes not only a skill but also a freedom. Freedom to go to work, meet friends, or explore new places. It's a mix of responsibility and joy, and that balance makes the road a teacher for life. One of the most difficult parts of learning to drive is parking. At first, the car feels too big, the spaces feel too small, and your brain tries to control both the steering wheel and the mirrors at the same time. Many learners turn the wheel the wrong way or stop too far from the line. But that is normal. With practice, you begin to understand how small movements of the wheel can change the car's position. In English, we say slow and steady wins the race. This phrase reminds us that careful steps often lead to success. Parallel parking, in particular, scares many new drivers. You have to fit the car between two vehicles on a busy street while people watch you. Your hands may sweat, but this challenge teaches patience and focus. A tip many teachers give is to use landmarks like aligning your car with another's rear wheel so you know when to turn. It's the same in English learning. Use small tricks like remembering phrases or connecting new words to pictures to guide you towards success. Another important lesson is using the handbrake, especially on a hill. Many learners forget, but this small step prevents the car from rolling backward. The handbrake shows us how small details matter. In English, too, details like prepositions or verb tenses can change the meaning of a sentence completely. Care with details builds true skill. Checking the dashboard is another habit you must learn. The car gives you signals, a fuel light warns you to refill, a tire symbol may show low pressure, and the engine light tells you to check for problems. In English, the word dashboard can also be used for computers, meaning a screen that gives you important information. Both in driving and in life, paying attention to these signals helps you act before problems become big. Every small step, starting the car, stopping smoothly, turning correctly, and parking safely, brings more confidence. The road slowly stops feeling like an enemy and begins to feel like a partner. With each ride, you realize driving is not about fighting the car, but about working with it, guiding it gently, and making choices with care. This balance is what transforms a learner into a responsible driver. Before every trip, smart drivers prepare. They check fuel, lights, mirrors, and tires. A car is like a teammate. If you take care of it, it takes care of you. Imagine starting a long journey only to find your gas tank is empty or your tires are flat. That's why a quick check saves you from bigger problems later. In English, we use the phrase better to be prepared than surprised. It means taking a little time now avoids trouble in the future. Technology also plays a big role in modern driving. Many people use GPS to find their way, and it is very useful. But GPS is not perfect. Sometimes it loses signal or gives the wrong direction. That's why knowing how to read road signs and simple maps is still important. In life, technology helps us, but we must also rely on our own skills. A useful phrase here is don't put all your eggs in one basket. It means don't depend on only one solution. Always have a backup. Driving in different places teaches flexibility. City driving is full of traffic, lights, and people crossing. You need patience and sharp focus. Country roads, on the other hand, feel open and free, but you must watch for animals or sharp curves. Both require different skills, just like English. Speaking in a classroom feels different from speaking in a busy market, but both are valuable practice. Weather also changes the way we drive. Rain makes the road slippery, snow hides the lines, and fog blocks your view. Even bright sun can blind your eyes. That's why sunglasses, headlights, and wipers are not just tools, they are protectors. In English, we often say safety first. It means no matter what, protecting life is more important than speed or style. Every journey teaches something. A short drive across town might show you how to stay calm in traffic. A long trip on the highway might teach you endurance and focus. Just like in learning English, every conversation, short or long, adds value. The key is to stay open, keep practicing, and trust that every mile makes you better. Confidence on the road grows little by little, and one of the biggest tests is the driving exam. Many learners feel nervous when the examiner sits beside them. Their hands sweat, their minds race, and suddenly even simple things feel difficult. But the truth is, the test is not about being perfect, it's about showing that you can drive safely. If you make a small mistake, it's okay. What matters is staying calm, following the rules, and correcting yourself quickly. In English, we say stay on track, meaning keep your focus even when things don't go exactly as planned. The first time you drive alone is unforgettable. No teacher, no parent, just you and the car. At first, silence fills the space where advice used to be. You feel both free and nervous. But when you complete that first trip, even a short one, it feels like a victory. It's proof that you can be independent. In life, and in English too, independence is a big step. You stop relying on others and begin trusting yourself. Driving also teaches patience with other people. Not everyone on the road drives well. Some go too fast, some don't signal, and some even break rules. It's easy to get angry, but reacting with anger only makes things worse. In English, we use the phrase let it go, which means don't hold on to negative feelings. On the road, letting go of anger keeps you safe and calm. Large vehicles like buses and trucks can intimidate new drivers. They move slowly, take wide turns, and need more space to stop. The smart thing is to give them room instead of fighting for space. This lesson applies off the road too. Sometimes it's wiser to step back and allow others space instead of pushing forward. Respect creates safety and peace. Every challenge, from parking to driving in bad weather, becomes easier with practice. Each mile adds experience, and each mistake adds wisdom. Just as in English, the more you use it, the more natural it feels. Driving is not only about moving a car, it is about building responsibility, patience, and confidence that last a lifetime. Driving is more than a skill, it's a symbol of growth and responsibility. When you sit behind the wheel, you are not only moving a car, you are making choices that affect yourself and everyone around you. Each time you check a mirror, stop at a light, or let someone cross the road, you are practicing respect and awareness. In English, we often use the phrase, every action counts. On the road, this is completely true. One small decision can keep everyone safe. The road also teaches us balance. Yes, driving gives freedom. You can travel, visit friends, explore new places. But freedom comes with duty. You must follow rules, stay calm, and focus. This balance is like learning English. You gain the freedom to communicate, but you also must respect grammar, Practice regularly and listen carefully. Freedom without responsibility is dangerous, but freedom with responsibility is powerful. Many people discover that driving teaches life lessons. You learn patience when stuck in traffic, courage when facing a busy highway, and calmness when others around you are in a hurry. These lessons go far beyond the car. They shape the way you live, work, and connect with people. In English, there is a saying, "Life is a journey, not a race." Driving shows us that reaching safely and wisely is more important than reaching fast. Even experienced drivers never stop learning. Roads change, technology changes, and rules update. That's why a true driver always pays attention, just as a true learner always keeps practicing. You don't master English or driving in one day. It's a lifetime skill that grows with you. And remember, confidence doesn't come from knowing everything. It comes from trying again, improving, and staying patient. Whether it's driving or learning English, the secret is the same. Practice with care, learn from mistakes, and keep moving forward. Thank you for being a part of Best English Podcast Zone.
The English Pod Audio Review. Listen to the meaning, then say the vocabulary word.
Hold, reach. Grip. The pedal that you press before you change gear. Clutch. The part of the road where people walk. Sidewalk. The wheel which the driver holds in a car. Steering wheel. To move a car to the side of the road and stop. Pull over.
Let's try that faster.
Hold, reach. Grip. The wheel which the driver holds in a car. Steering wheel. The pedal that you press before you change gear. Clutch. The part of the road where people walk. Sidewalk. To move a car to the side of the road and stop. Pull over.
Now say the word and hear it in a sentence.
Grip. I have a bad grip when it comes to holding on to things. Grip. Grip the steering wheel firmly and make sure your hands have free space. Grip. What, are you crazy? Get a grip. Clutch. I have to take the car to the mechanic because the clutch is broken. Clutch. Remove your foot from the clutch very slowly as you accelerate. Clutch. Remember to clutch when you want to change gears. Sidewalk. I hate it when people ride their motorcycles on the sidewalks. Sidewalk. Some sidewalks in this city are too crowded. Sidewalk. I slipped and almost broke my leg in that sidewalk right there. Steering wheel. I'm thinking of buying a new steering wheel for my car. Steering wheel. The steering wheel of the car just came out. Steering wheel. Someone took the steering wheel from my car and left the rest of it. Pull over. He should have pulled over, but he didn't. Pull over. Pull over near the next exit. Pull over. Whatever you do, don't pull over.